Hello students, welcome back to my YouTube channel Datasha. Today we'll be talking about Adams-Bashforth Moulton method. It is again a predictor corrector method, and in this we'll be given four values of x and y, and these past four values will help us to find out the next value of y at a certain point x. So I have already discussed the method of Adams-Bashforth Moulton method in my playlist. You can check that. So today I'll be doing one question related to that. So let me just write the question here. We are given the IVP, that is dy by dx is equal to 1 plus y square, with y at 0 is equal to 0. Y at 0.2 is 0.2027. Next, y at 0.4 is 0.4228. At 0.6 is 0.6841. So we need to find the value of y at 0.8 using Adams-Bashforth Moulton method. Now, in this method again, we have a predictor formula and we have a corrector formula. It's the formula is different obviously from the Milnes method, but the similar basis we have, and we need to check the epsilon condition also, and then only we can decide whether that's our corrected value or not. So let us start the question. Here we are given f of xy as 1 plus y square, x naught is 0, y naught is also 0, and the most important part is what is our edge. Here our edge is 0.2. So why 0.2? Because you can see the difference between the x naught, x1, x2 and x3. The difference between x0 and x1 is 0.2. So that's how we'll be getting here edge as 0.2. So now let us consider the formula, and before moving ahead to the formula, I will be finding out the values of f of xy. So let me just write here to find y at 4, which is nothing but y at 0.8, where my x4 is x3 plus h, that is 0.8. So I need to find out the value of y4, that is at x4. So let me formulate the table here, and let me quickly formulate the table. For all the four values, we'll be calculating f of xy. This is for x, this is for y, and f of xy. So my x, y, and f of xy, that is 1 plus y square. So the first value x naught is 0, y naught is also 0. So my f of naught would be 1 plus 0 square, that is 1. x1 is 0.2, y1 is given as 0.2027. So f1 would be 1 plus 0.2027 whole square. So after calculating the whole square and adding 1 to it, I am getting this as 1.0411. x2 0.4, y2 0.4228, F2 is again 1 plus 0.4228 whole square. So after calculating this, I am getting my answer as 1.1788. X3 is 0.6, Y2 is 0.6841, and F3 is 1 plus 0.6841 whole square. So the answer that I'm getting here is 1.4680. Now, one thing again you need to notice, if these values of y1, y2, and sorry, this is y3 are not given to us, then we need to calculate it using any of the single step method, either from Picard's method or Euler's method or Taylor's method, any of the RK method of order 2 of order 4. So we have so many methods. So आप किसी भी सिंगल स्टेप मेथड से आप वैल्यूज ऑफ y कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं, y1, y2 एंड y3. इनिशियल कंडीशन दैट इज x नॉट y नॉट आपको क्वेश्चन में हमेशा ही मेंशन होगा. सो नाउ मूविंग अहेड, अब हम डायरेक्टली प्रिडिक्टर करेक्टर मेथड अप्लाई करेंगे. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल प्रिडिक्टर, देन द करेक्टर फॉर्मूला, and then I'll find the value of y at 0.8. So let me just write the predictor method first. So using the predictor formula, we get the formula. I hope everybody remembers. It's a little bit confusing, but if you could remember, it will be very easy because this is a very easy methods. These are easy methods because you just need to put in, just remember the formula and put in the values and you get the answer. So very scoring. So now putting the values here, y3 is 0.6841, h is 0.2 divided by 24. Now multiplying the values here quickly. So after calculating all of these, my final answer I'll be writing here. So this is 0.6841. Let me just divide this. So this becomes 0.1 divided by 12. And in this, I'm getting this minus 9 plus 38.5207 minus 5492 plus 83.74. So this is coming out to be, now how many decimal places, अगर क्वेश्चन में आपको मेंशन नहीं है how many decimal places you have to find the answer, then we will refer to the values that is given to us, the values of y. Now here you would notice the value of y at 0.4, 0.6, it is up to 4 decimal places. So what you can do is find the values up to 5 decimal places, and then you can automatically round it off in the end, and then that will be your answer. So I'll be doing the same thing. I'll just add this. I am getting this as and when I'll round it off up to 4 decimal places, or you need to find it at 5 decimal places, it's your wish. So 234. 1.0234 is my predicted value. So the F4 predicted value is nothing but f of x4, y4 predicted value. So that's 1 plus y4 predicted value whole square. So this is what I'll get as the answer. 2.0473. Now the corrector formula, let me take the new page. So I hope everything is clear up till here. आपको प्रिडिक्टिव फॉर्मूला में वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट करनी है, y4 प्रिडिक्टेड वैल्यू निकालनी है, and then we'll put it in the f of xy and calculate the f of 4, that is the predicted value of f4. Now using the corrector formula, we get y4, that is y3 plus h upon 24. So here we'll not be using f0, but instead of that I'll be using f4 at the predicted value of y. So substituting the values quickly, 1.1788 plus 19, 1.4680 plus 9, 2.0473. So after all the calculations, okay, you can cross check. I'm just writing it. This is 1.0411, 5.894, 92. So this is coming out to be, so this is my answer, and up to 4 decimal places I'll round it off and it would be 1.0296. So this is my corrected value. Now what you have to do, check here the modulus of y4 minus y4, the predicted value. So that's coming out to be 1.0296 minus the predicted value is 1.0234. 1.0234. Now, as you will see here, when we will subtract this, this is coming out to be 0.0062. So if I take my epsilon to be suppose 0.001, so obviously this is greater, right? So that means we need to move ahead to the next iteration. So as this is greater than epsilon, so therefore we move to the next iteration and we take now the y4 predicted value here as 1.0296. So now no need to calculate predicted value again. And why there's no need? Because this becomes your next predicted value. So you could see this is our predicted value. Now I will calculate the f4 predicted value at this point. So it would be 1 plus 1.0296 whole square. So that's 2.06008, approximately 01. Okay. So now putting this value in the corrector formula. So I'll get the y4, see, everything remains the same. Your f1, f2, f3, that are not changing, but the only value that will change would be this f4, the predicted value. So I'll quickly write here. So f1, that's 1.1788 plus 19, 2680 plus 9 times the f4 2.0601. So after all the calculations, I am getting the answer as 1.0306. So again, now y4 c is coming out to be, now my predicted value is this 1.0296. 1.0296. So as you could see here, the value that I am getting here is 0.001. That is equal to epsilon. So either it should be equal to or less than epsilon. So therefore, we stop here and thus y at 0.8 is coming out to be 1.0306. So this is my final answer, and very easy. You just need to remember the formula. Concept remains the same. जैसे हमने मिलनेस मेथड में बार बार आपने इस वैल्यू को चेक किया था, द मॉड्यूलस वन, सिमिलर बेसिस पे आपको एडम्स बैशफोर्थ में भी यू हैव टू चेक इट. And if it is greater than epsilon, obviously the error value, obviously, then you will move to the next iteration. So this is the Adams-Bashforth method. So I think this is clear enough to everyone. This is how we can calculate. Again, I repeat, अगर आपको y की values given नहीं है, then you can find it out using any single step method. अगर question में single step method mentioned है, तो आपको वही apply करना पड़ेगा. And then definitely you can find out the value of y at 0.8. So thank you so much.